Hey everyone, Pastor Jason here with another edition of TC Talk. My question for you today is, when it comes to American politics, are you more of a Democrat or a Republican? Now don't worry, you don't actually have to answer that out loud. I'm not looking for everyone to say one side or the other, because here's the thing. If we think about it, both sides get a lot right and both sides get a lot wrong. I know that there's this misconception that God would be a Republican or God would be a Democrat. But the truth is, I don't think God would really be either one or the other. When we dive deeper and we look at what both sides really stand for, you realize that God actually likes things from both sides. You see, Democrats are more for racial equality. They see racism and they say, we need to do something about this. The Bible tells us that we are to love our brothers, we are to love our neighbors, and we are to treat everyone as ourselves. We are to love on everyone, regardless of skin color. That is absolutely true. We can't look at someone as being inferior or superior to someone else. God created man in his own image. We're all the same. Democrats also look at the poor and they say, we want to help you. We want to do something. We want to help you. We want to help raise you out of poverty. We absolutely need to help out the poor. The Bible is very clear that we are to help the poor, help those that are in need. They get a lot of stuff right, but there are some stuff they get wrong. And then you look at the other side. You look at Republicans, and there are things that they absolutely get right. They are against abortion. You know, God values human life. I love the verse in Jeremiah where God is speaking to him, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5, and he says, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. I had a plan and a purpose for your life. I believe that for every single life, God has a plan and a purpose. So Republicans are against abortion, and I believe that's where God stands. Another thing that Republicans get right is they are very strong on sexual purity. Sexual immorality is a sin that is listed many times. We're told that can keep us out of heaven. You will not inherit the kingdom of God if you are sexually immoral. Plain and simple. You also look at same-sex marriage. The Bible is very clear that homosexuality is wrong. That's a sin. It's in the Old Testament. It's in the New Testament. It's still the same today. Plain and simple. We look at these issues and we say, okay, so God likes this from this party and God likes this from this party. God doesn't like this from this party. God doesn't like this from this other party. So where do we stand? Again, ultimately, we are Christians. America, as much as I love it, will not last forever. It is human. But you know what isn't human? God's kingdom. God's kingdom will last forever. God's kingdom will reign forever. Kingdoms will rise and fall. Empires will rise and fall. But God's kingdom never will. As you go throughout this week, I want you to pray for our election. And not only that, pray for our leaders because they need it. My prayer is that this country, that these leaders would have godly wisdom, that they would listen to godly wisdom, and they would lead this country where we need to go. Church, we love you. We can't wait to see you again. We're praying for you, and as always, we're here if you need us. Have a very blessed week.